Oh, so this happens when I smile really big. It means I'm really happy. My wings do the same thing, actually. So, yeah. So we do have a giveaway going on. You can enter up to 10 times. And it's for a little keychain of Katybug holding Honey-chan. And it has like a little cherry blossom clip. So, super cute. It will require your physical address, so if you're not comfortable giving that, you can't enter. But if you're comfy with me having it and me using your VTuber name or, you know, your Twitch name on the sending receipt, that's cool. Feel free to enter. So, and then the last giveaway that we'll be doing at the end of the night will be a sub-only giveaway because it's one of my enamel pins that I'll be giving away. So you do have to be a subscriber for that one. But it's really cute, so I might be biased. Anyways, we're gonna get going.
It's okay to be biased about your own products.
It's true. I was gonna buy some more before redebut, and then I was like, I should be good because I already spent so much money. Oh, this is nice music. Okay, a light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The what? Deciduous trees? Deciduous, thank you. Trees provide a beautiful green company far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Oh wait, do students go here? Who goes here?
This is all just the prologue.
Oh, okay.
Right, this scene here is the prologue before everything.
I'm gonna move you. Hold on. Just gonna move you real quick. No. Boop. Oh, frick. This is his full PNG if you guys wanted to see it. It's pretty cool. I really like it. It's really stylized.
I actually got the artist to base it off the main character of the game, so I'm basically wearing his outfit.
Oh, dude, that is so dope. Okay, there we go. Now you shouldn't be in the way of text, hopefully. Yeah, perfect. Yes, success! Boys and girls, we did it! I breathe into my cupped hands and rub together fiercely to prevent them from... Man, I was born in Minnesota, so I understand this. Is this the main character?
Yes.
Do you want to voice
our
it?
main character.
Oh, do you want me to Discord share with you so you get real time so you're not waiting to see it on stream?
Oh no, I got the game up myself right now.
Oh, perfect.
But yeah, I could do Hisao. No problem. And yeah, that's how everyone says his name. There's no voice acting this, so everyone says it's Hisao.
Oh, dude, like I butchered an anime name earlier, so you're fine. I don't know how to say it either.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of like, yeah, that's how you say the name. Even the devs, when they've come on, have said like, that's just how they say the name. So it's like, okay.
Well, it works then.
Yep. You can only guess so much.
Right? Ain't that the truth?
Alright. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m.
Oh, is this like pre-love confession? Ah, yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. Oh my gosh. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. I don't think she's coming, dude. I mean, how long has he been out here? The snowflakes suddenly falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in the stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. Did you know, totally random fact, but if you ever get lost in a snowstorm, and if you want to get warm and you don't want to freeze to death, you have two options. Dig into the snow and like make like a little hut in the snow underneath and let the snow bury you, or stand still and let the snow cover you from the back. So if you ever get stranded in a snowstorm, now you know how to stay alive.
Good to know. I got bad snowstorms up here now.
How do you say his name again?
Hisao.
Hisao. You came? I'm assuming we don't know who this is yet. A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. Oh. Click too quick. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Aw, cute!
There's our first CG of the game.
How do you even say her name? I got a note telling me to wait here?
There's like two ways you could say it. It's a Japanglish name. It means literally nothing.
Oh my gosh.
They tried so hard. They tried really hard.
They did. Oh well.
But every other name's fine.
Damn
I'm gonna go with the way I go with it. I think Scroll Wheel should bring it back. Yeah, Scroll Wheel will bring it back.
Sweet. Oh. Oh, and it even goes back to like the CG zooming out.
Yep. Iwanako?
Yeah, let's just go with
Iwanako telling me to wait
Iwanako.
here. Yeah, I'm going with Iwanako. That's kind of what I've always gone with. Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours?
Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was... It's okay. It's okay. Look, we all fail sometimes. It's not pathetic. You did your best. Be kind. Yeah, I asked a friend to... I don't know her character at all. I hate not knowing characters and voicing them.
That's okay. Don't worry.
I asked a friend to give you that note, so, I'm glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. Wow. Oh, is he gonna have a heart attack or something? Sorry.
My lips are sealed.
My heart is pounding as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. I'm gonna make a lot of commentary. Just be prepared for it.
Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm used to that. I'm used to commentary.
Sweet.
So, here we are, out in the cold.
Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. What are those?
Cacophonous.
What are they? Noise is music.
I have no idea.
Like a silent
I just
noise?
know what it is.
The cacophonous noise. I would assume that it would mean like something like silence because it's like, you know, they're in the snow.
Let's see. Harsh, discordant mixture of sounds.
But you're like in the middle. Anyways, I'm not gonna question it. Flinches ever so softly against a gust of wind. Also, why? Okay, look. As somebody who's worn skirts in winter, like that like gap between your thigh and your skirt, like the skin showing, she would be freezing.
Welcome to Japan, where students have to wear that uniform no matter the weather.
Poor Japanese students. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Is she gonna confess? Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Are you sure you're not having a heart attack? I think you might be having a heart attack. My throat is tight. I doubt I could ever could even force a word out of it. You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. I reach up to try to massage my throat, but the only sends spikes of blinding pain. Oh, no, he's definitely having a heart attack. My whole body freezes, save my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Well, this is one way to, get confessed to. How do you say his name again?
Hisao.
Hisao. I'll get it one day.
One day.
The beating of my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the company of bare branches, the dull winter sky running towards me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of her screams for help and the insistent clatter of the branches above. Bum, 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 bum.
How's that for an opening? Gets confessed to and has a heart attack.
Just dies, just croaks over. Oh no! Welcome to. I'm gonna be playing an Otome game later where I get kidnapped. So this is a great. At least he doesn't die.
True.
He has to take pills, doesn't he?
He has to do a lot of things now.
Yeah, I remember the pills, but I don't remember anything else. Welcome back, Armor Faith. Also, could I get a shout out for Baron if I haven't asked for one? And a shout out for you, Kenna. And wait, I gave you Kenna a shout out. Another shout out for you, Kenna, and a shout out for Armor. Tick tock, tick tock. Dude, my old tail, I should pull it out one day. It just goes back and forth like a metronome. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. I wonder if my friend who wanted to date me still wants to date me. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. Oh, wow. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left with only your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia?
Arrhythmia.
Ha! So, I'm assuming this is before they had pacemakers.
No, it takes place in the early 2000s.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, or mid 2000s, somewhere around there.
Okay, so not too long ago, but not so recently. Speaking of,
they don't have smartphones. That's how I'll preface that. They don't have smartphones. They still have flip phones.
I had a flip phone when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, we're not alone. More of us. I kind of miss flip phones because they were durable.
I like being able to speed type with the number pad.
Yes! Did you use T9? Please tell me you know what T9 is.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
I got really good at it and could barely had to even look at the pad to know what I was typing.
Oh, man, you make me so happy. Oh, you're fine. I think it's kind of cute. I mean, I smile a lot, so we'll probably have to adjust it, but... It looks like I took crack cocaine or something. Sorry. I'm probably not going to read line for line what this says, just because that's a lot. Apparently you've had it for... Oh, so this is something that he's had, but it didn't act up until recently.
Yep. Yeah, he literally went his entire life up until now with this condition, not even realizing it.
I bet you it was the cold and the stress of waiting that might have triggered it. My parents think were hit harder. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could imagine. There's a song that I listened to about this boy. I don't know if it's a true story or not, but it was about him finding out he had cancer. I think he lived, obviously, if he wrote the song, but it reminds me of those balloon guys, those ones that, oh my gosh, yeah, you mean the ones with the inflatable arms that don't just kind of go back and forth and yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Of course there isn't a cure. Oh my gosh. I mean, this kind of thing takes time to get used to. Oh, poor dude. When I was first admitted, it felt like as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards, and then I gradually stopped. Oh. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, they only did it because they were forced to do it.
It's like this book I read once where these kids were forced to write to a pen pal, and this girl got in trouble because she basically said, hey, I'm doing this because I have to, not because I want to, and it was found out, and her parents made her write an apology letter. And I'm like, at least she was being honest. Like, dang.
Yeah.
Oof. So not even the girl. Oh no.
She was the last one.
Oh, I feel so bad for him. Yeah. I had cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in the straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I did obediently. I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest, slowly changed appearance over time, thinking, I bet it's some kind of. I have a scar on my arm from a vacuum cleaner.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's okay. I was goofing around and I fell back onto it. It cut me open, but I broke the vacuum, so you know, I got it back. I healed. It didn't.
All right, new lore, everyone. Katybug durability is greater than a vacuum cleaner.
And it was like one of those old metal vacuums. That thing was like sturdy. Dude, you know how much anime I could watch in the hospital for 4 months? Or how much artwork I could get done? Not saying I want to be in the hospital that long, but I could be productive. Although, I don't know how much anime was out consumably for the US back in the early 2000s. What, you had Naruto, Inuyasha, and Pokemon? And a bad rendition of Sailor Moon? That I still love? I said it really instead. It was a small library at the hospital, although it was more... Plus, hospitals these days have gaming carts, man. I wouldn't be bored. I could probably bring my whole computer in there.
Yeah, not this one, apparently.
Yeah, well...
It's a boring, drab, old hospital.
At least they have books.
True that. Has a new hobby now.
Reading books. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. Oh my gosh, that was me when I was in middle school and into high school. I always had a book I was reading. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week. Oh my gosh, like, brah, understandable.
That's how it felt for me during the pandemic. I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what was happening.
That's what I felt like.
I was just at home.
Yeah, same. That's how I got into streaming too, actually, because I was like laid off for a while. And so we took all the government money and spent it on a computer.
I kind of did that too.
Well, it was a good investment in my opinion for both of us. So, because here we are.
Very much. What, 4 years later?
Oh my gosh, yeah. When did you start streaming? Like, do you remember the month?
I literally have it written down.
I know mine was in June. I think it was June 20th for me.
December 4th, 2020.
Okay, so yeah, you were a few months after me, but...
Yeah, I kind of joined the train a little late.
Better late than never, in my opinion. I want a steak. Sorry, that was random.
I would never pass up a good steak.
I know, right?
Medium rare all the way.
Oh yeah, with A1 used to have a garlic steak sauce they made. They don't make it anymore. It's a tragedy. But man, I could go for some of that. Looking at the ceiling if I was going to cry. It's okay to cry. And I couldn't even cry. Oh no. Poor boyo. He needs a hug. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy. Oh. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. You're graduating from the hospital!
Here's your bill. Get out.
Here. Have you ever seen the movie Unsung Heroes?
No.
Okay,
I
it's
have not.
by King and Country. But you said the bill. There's a part of the movie of Unsung Heroes where after his wife gave birth, something happened. And so, like, he gets a bill for, like, $6,000. The lady agrees to bring it down to $3,000, and somebody pays it off before, like, he doesn't know this. So he finds out and gets really upset because he's going through a lot. And so later he apologizes to the dude. But anyways, he was, like, really angry about, all of that. But they're like, you have to, like, pay your bill. And then, yeah. Anyways, totally random. There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down at the edge of the bed next to mine. You Kenna! Thank you for the bits! I appreciate it. That's such a cute sound for the bits. I didn't know how it made that noise. Is the doctor male or female? Do we know?
I think the assumption is it's a guy.
Vomit. I'm not gonna do a dude voice. But we don't have
I
to...
can do it if you want.
If you want to, I was gonna say we don't have to read all the dialogue. I'm not reading every...
If we don't want to read all of it, that's fine by me. I'm okay with that.
Cool. I mean, I've been challenged recently with VNs because I'm doing one where I'm not allowed to read all of the dialogue like I usually do, where I read everything. They're like, yeah, you can't do that for this one. And so I've been talking a lot more.
Huh.
Well, it's because they don't want someone to just listen to you, like, read it. They want them to watch you play it and then potentially play it themselves. So it gives people incentive to, like, go out and, like, buy the game.
Okay.
But I smiled back at him just a little bit. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, just took 4 months of recovery, and now he can go home.
Right? But you can finally go home. Oh man, I'm almost out of water. Didn't really drink that much. Here's what you're not allowed to do anymore.
So, doctor, don't lie. It's not a single prescription.
No, especially like with a heart condition like that. My grandpa, after his heart attack, was on 12 medications. My dad is currently on 8, and now my grandpa's on 6. So, also guys, look, if I lean closer, Honey Chunk gets closer to you.
That's cute.
Right? Isn't it? It's just like the best thing ever. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Well, you get one of those little, like, daily, like, pill things, and you sort it out.
Yeah, he's gonna need something bigger.
Oh my gosh. How would this not kill him?
He's gotta take a lot of stuff.
Do we ever find out how many pills he's taking?
I don't think they give a set number.
Okay. Attempting makes me feel sicker.
Roughly 17
Holy
per day.
cow!
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
Are they all daily pills too? This poor boy.
All throughout the day, he has to take 17 different pills and medications.
Oh my gosh. Wow, years? What kind of constant booster is that? I've had felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Feel that, dude. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. Please calm down. Oh, this is Dad talking. But, like, what? I guess we're gonna find out why. No, you're going to a special school. Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. In case something happens, there would need to be somebody on staff who could help.
Yeah, who's used to dealing with people like him.
Yeah.
That have that kind of condition or anything similar.
Yeah. Because I know there's a burn victim, there's this book that I read called not Chinese Cinderella. There was a book called that, but there was a book that I read once about a burn victim who was a girl. It was based on a true story, and it talked about, like, because she was, I think, in elementary school when she was burned in a house fire, and just how some people were kind and how some people didn't understand, and it was basically about her making a friend. It was really sweet. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise the fact.
Yeah, see how very dismissive he is from the fact, like, right off the bat?
Yeah.
Sitting in this hospital has kind of made him sour to the world.
Yeah, that'll happen, especially if you don't have human interaction. Quirky Bug's reading a manga right now where this lady was alone for 23 years. And so finally someone came in, and he was like, the only companion she had was her sword that talked to her, because it's a magic sword. And this person is like, dude, like, what's going on with her? And the sword's like, what, do you think she would stay sane after being alone for 23 years?
Okay, so everyone else can hear the sword too.
Yeah, but where
Okay.
she was, no one else had ever entered. So time stopped moving for her. So she basically went to, like, this in-between place where, like, let's call it the void, because I don't know what it is, because I haven't read this manga. But so she went to the void, and she stopped aging, and the only thing that she had to talk to was her sword, which was a magic sword that talked. So she had no one else but this magic sword for 23 years, and then this other person comes in, and the only reason he enters the void is to get the magic sword.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so homeboy has issues, okay? Homegirl has issues too, but, like, hers are a little bit more justifiable. He's just a spoiled brat. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a... Oh, wow. I mean, it is an opportunity to at least get out of the hospital.
But again, his mindset is very, very negative right now.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Your whole life changes, right? Like, you get confessed to, you can't even respond because you have a heart attack because of a condition you didn't realize you had. And then you're stuck in the hospital for 4 months. After 6 weeks, all your friends stop coming around. And then
You're just left alone with your thoughts and your books, never knowing when you're gonna leave, and then get thrown, alright, here's a literal laundry list of pills for you to take. Also, we're transferring you to a different school. You have no choice.
You don't get to say no. It's not what you think, said Dad. In their own sort of way. I mean, I get where his parents are coming from. It's trying to make it positive. I also get being a teenager. This is also true. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability.
Mm-hmm.
don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's. I mean, that's one way to look at a disability. I don't know. I have a cousin who's disabled. She is almost albino, but she also doesn't have any arms, so she has like these little hands that are attached to her shoulders. And so she has a special car that she can drive, but she does it all with her feet. It's really cool to watch.
Actually, does kind of sound cool.
Yeah, like when we used to hang out with them when we were kids, they would play video games, but they would hold the controller and mash the buttons with their toes. Like, I tried mimicking them. I couldn't do it.
When I used to go to Smash Bros tournaments a while ago in my old town, there was one guy there that had like a bum or misdeveloped hand, so he'd play one half the controller with a hand, the other half with his foot every time.
Whoa!
And he kept up with everyone. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah!
Actually kind of cool to watch.
It really is, though, isn't it?
I think he literally went by the nickname Toes as well.
That is dope. I love that so much. There isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are these? I don't know, man. Like, I had a brother who, I mean, I still have this brother. But when he was in middle school, he was bullied a lot because he had Asperger's syndrome and he had ADHD. And he had different, like, mental fortitudes because of, like, other things. And he had glaucoma, so he's legally sunblind. And so people bullied him a lot in public school. I don't honestly know if I'd want to send my kid to a special school, but I definitely don't think I'd send them to public school if they had anything like that. Because I know how brutal public school can be.
Oh, yes, it is brutal.
Fun story about public school. This is pretty funny. Someone called me a slut once. I'm not
That's
even
like the last word I would, attribute
right?
to you.
Right? It was so funny, and it kind of like I looked back at her and I'm like, I can't be something if I'm not doing the thing to make me that thing. And she's like, what? I'm like, whatever, I'm leaving now. And I just kept walking.
Confuse them with logic.
Right? But that was like the only real thing that happened to me in high school was that. For the most part, everyone else I was kind of a loner, so, like, I talked to some people, but not many, and most people left me alone, so. And I left people alone, so it worked. Except this one guy, I thought he liked me once, but, like, so, like, true story, like, this went on for weeks, right? Like, in history class, we would have reading times, and we were reading this book, and I would chew gum to help myself stay awake, because I found this book insanely boring. So, one day he finally looks at me and just, like, says, can you stop chewing your gum so loudly? Dude didn't say anything for, like, 3 weeks to, like, a month. Like, this went on for a while. So I asked my mom, because, like, I wasn't used to people. I'm like, Mom, what does it mean when a guy keeps looking at you? She's like, well, he might like you. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool. I guess he's cute, but we don't talk, so he probably doesn't. But I'll keep that in the back of my mind. And then I asked my friends, and they're like, probably. Because, like, this was, like, week 2.5, 3 weeks into it. And so I'm like, dude, he could have just said something, like, right away if I was chewing my gum too loudly.
He might have been trying to be nice. That's my guess.
Probably.
He just couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I would have rather have him said something, because I started to chew my gum quietly, because I wasn't intending to chew it loudly. I didn't realize how loudly I was chewing it. But he was nice when he asked me to not chew it so loudly. He's like, hey, can you just chew quietly, please? I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. And that was the only time we talked. And then he started dating a girl named Alyssa, I think? Or Alicia? We had a lot of A names in my school.
Oh, fun fact about the settings for this school. These are all pictures of Brown University.
What? Are they just blurred?
Yeah, they put a filter over it. All the backgrounds have a filter over them, and for the school, they went with brown.
Interesting. I would not have known that.
So a lot of fans will kind of take trips out to Brown University to take pictures of this exact shot and the big iron gates.
That's kind of cute, though. I'm not gonna lie. words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. It's a new life. You have to take it as it comes, one day at a time. Oh, also guys, if you're on PC, if you have bits, you can now change my voice. I have voice mod down below, hooked up. So that's fun.
I always wanted to do voice mod.
Yeah, I paid for it a while ago, and then I used it when I first started streaming, and then I stopped using it. So like I can do like different sounds now, like a kiss, like so yeah, just random different things I can do. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. I mean, what time is it for them?
I think it's about noon now.
Okay, so they might be in class.
Yeah, it's like the middle beginning of the day or whatever. It's his first day here. He's trying to figure out where to go, what to do.
Dude, that's a mood. I know what that's like. Only after I stand in front of the Hadi main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was my last chance to turn back. Can't go back now, I guess.
Not too late. You're here forever.
You're stuck in this dimensional rift of school forever. It's like, it'll be like Groundhog Day. Like, just repeating it over and over and over. Oh my gosh, that would be... I don't know. I had a dream the other night where I was back in high school, except I was like 25, and I had to go back for some reason, even though I had my high school diploma still. It was weird. I was trying to find the principal to ask why I had to go back to high school.
I've had weird dreams like that where I'm in high school and panicking about an assignment apparently I didn't do, even though it's been like over a decade since I've been in high school, so I have no assignments due ever.
Right? Unless you went back to college. But I don't know if I would want to go back to college. Nikki? Oh, is that his last name?
Nakai.
Nakai?
Isao Nakai.
Isao Nakai. That's kind of a cool name, though. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. That's cool. Did he come to meet me?
Yeah. He came to grab you and bring you right to class.
Okay, I have a question, though. And if you don't want to answer, that's cool. Do you ever get to see his scar?
Yes.
Okay. I'm only asking because, like, Link from, like, Breath of the Wild has a scar, but you never see it, and I say BS. Like, how can you have a scar
You do.
and not
You
show me?
definitely see a scar.
I think that's part of the reason,
Yeah.
like, Link isn't up there on, like, my favorite tier list. Because everyone's like, yeah, I can see your scar. That proves you're Link. But, like, there's literally no scar, and no one ever draws him with the scar. And I'm just, like, a little salty. Maybe I should make fan art.
Yeah, there are a few CGs where you do see his scar on his chest.
Have you seen those tattoos that people get, like, around their scars that make them look really cool?
I probably have.
I saw one recently because someone had a surgery and they had to, like, cut through the tattoo, but the way the surgeon pieced it back together was like chef's kiss, and the person's like, "Thank you, doctor, for not destroying my tattoo." It's really cool.
Those tattoos are a huge investment.
Okay, so I know he would probably ask why, but I would be like, yes. So we're gonna go with yes.
All right.
First impressions are important, so my teachers used to say. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher upstairs. Oh, I guess I didn't think about his condition in this. Oh no. Bug, let's just do the thing. Oh wait, he has a heart condition. That's right. Being nervous is probably bad for his heart.
A little. Not like simple little like a test nerves, but some stress will affect him.
Okay, I recognize. Wait, you know what? I don't know if I recognize any of these characters. Clearly, one's missing an ear. Wait, I know the girl in the back row with the hair over her face. I recognize her. I think I recognize the girl in the front row, but I don't know. The girl in the front row that's darker with like the long hair reminds me of a Bleach character.
She's a fan favorite minor character.
It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around the in-between the desks. An entire
there's a little fun fact.
Yeah?
The character on the far left that has a headband in their head, if I remember correctly, they didn't have that in the original beta, like just that design.
Oh,
they were literally just Lelouch v Britannia from Code Geass. Just sitting in class.
Oh, that's hilarious. I like the girl in the back with the two colored eyes.
That's actually like the feminine persona of one of the devs.
Oh, dude!
Yeah, he still uses it on Twitter all the time. That's just their female avatar. I
love that. Oh, Baron, I have to tell you something later. I don't think I've told you. I'll tell you off stream. I don't want to spoil it for people.
Okay, doke.
The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books, a wooden chair, like my elementary school desks. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They look normal, like students in alien school. But then, why would they be here? How many? Do we learn how many classes are in total in this school?
We don't know how many. We know of for sure 2 of them.
Okay.
But there are a lot. It is a fairly sizable student body.
Oh, sweet. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me, a girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if to make her invisible. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the locker. Oh, okay. Making some weird motion. Sign language? Oh, is there a deaf person in this?
Yes, there is. There is, in fact, a deaf and mute person.
Whoa, I went out to the fair the other day, and so, like, I know some sign language. I took it back in high school, and when someone's deaf and mute, you have your hand against their palm, and you sign directly into their palm so they can feel what you're signing. And I saw someone doing that. I couldn't understand a lot of the signs because I forgot a lot. I basically remember the alphabet and some basic signs, but it was pretty cool to see.
I mean, it is the language in and of itself. It takes some time to learn and do properly.
Yeah, Japanese, Japan has 2 forms of sign language I've learned recently.
Really?
Yeah, one's more of like basically word for word, so like you would make gestures and hand movements to like for their alphabet, and then the other one's more like kind of like American Sign Language where like different things represent different things, if I remember correctly.
That tracks for Japan, and there are like what 3 different ways of writing and saying things.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh yeah, this is how. Sorry, I kind of blanked for a second.
No, you're good. You're good.
So, I'm Hisao Nakai.
And after that?
My hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student.
And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said, though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could could have gone worse. I mean, I think those girls probably think you're cute. if I'm in high school, reading of the girls, I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along with, while letting my gaze sweep across the room. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandage stump. Oh, is she missing her hand?
Yep.
We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Don't make me do it, teach!
I hate it. It's like, alright, group up. It's like, who do I go to? No, I don't want to do group work. Are you kidding me?
Let me just do it by myself. No.
Yes, I feel much more productive doing it solo.
Oh my gosh, there was one time I got in trouble in high school. Well, I didn't get in trouble, but my group mates did, because the teacher found out I was doing all the work, because I didn't want to. So she came over and made me stop working, and it's like, you're not doing any more work for this project. You get an A. Everyone else, if you don't start doing work, you're failing. It's like, my bad!
Well, good, definitely good teacher there.
Yeah.
Catching on to that.
Yeah, she was really sweet. I miss her. Her name was MJ. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah,
You're fine. We don't have to read all the dialogue, like I said.
I'm used to reading everything, if perfectly honest. So I'm trying to find that nice little middle ground.
If you want to read something, do. If you don't. Like if I'm over something and I'm not reading it and you want to say it, that's cool with me. Like I'm.
Okay.
Group up, LOL. Teamwork makes the dream work. Now I think if I had the knowledge I had now and I went back to high school, I think I would talk to more people. However, I was not the same human in high school, but like we change it. Like I don't care what anyone says. I think people can change. So
I think I'd literally be the same, just kind of the one who's there all the time and can kind of get along with everybody.
I think we would have been friends. I have this friend that I've known for 10 years on the internet. Like him and I, like when we met, cause like I was on the internet all the time as a kid, we would talk about how we would have been friends like back in our high school days, cause he's only a couple years older than me. So like when I was a junior, he was a senior. So it wasn't that weird. And we're like, oh yeah, we would hang out all the time. Like, but alas. Oh, hi Corky. It's going good. Does anyone need a shout out? If you want to give a shout out to Baron and Ukenna, that'd be great. I have the knowledge. I want to go into you played football in high school?
Oh, actually, I probably wouldn't do it either then.
Did you do football in high school?
For a single year in grade 9. It was good, but wow, it was a lot to try to juggle practice after school every day plus all the homework in a brand new school setting.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, I can imagine.
It was a bit much.
Did you move a lot, or did you just moved that year?
Oh, this was just my first year of high school.
Oh, that makes sense. Hey, Corky Bug, could you do me a solid and come refill my water bottle? If not, that's fine. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly looking girl with bright pink hair and golden eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. I really like her curls in her hair.
Good old hair drills.
I guess so, yeah. Like, that could be like a jackhammer. Yeah, I only did it because my parents wanted to. I didn't really like it because... Oh. I'm sorry. That makes it hard. I wanted to do, like... Okay, so fun fact, like, I wanted to do sports when I was a kid because I liked, like, soccer and stuff. But I was used to not having money. So when my mom met a guy who had money, like, my mentality was, like, we don't have money. And so, like my junior year, he found out how much I love soccer. And he's like, why didn't you ever say anything? I would have put you through soccer. And I was like, because we don't have money. He's like, Katie, we have money. Thank you. He's like, you just had to ask. And I was like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know. So instead I did choir and stuff and art. Plus, like, sports are expensive. Oh my goodness.
Oh, incredibly expensive.
It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not. What is? Oh, I was like, does she have like a split personality or something?
No.
It was just she. Okay. Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once, nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair and a pair of olive-shaped glasses, balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Oh, sorry.
It's alright, it's all good. This is Shizune.
Shizune, that's a cute name.
Shizune Hakamichi.
Who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Oh, they're signing together.
Yep, Shizune is deaf and mute.
Ooh.
And Misha here is her best friend and interpreter.
Oh, whoa! I love that. I started to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. I guess I kind of get it.
Deaf and mute student, they will tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I mean, so there was one point in my sign language class, because we're doing like a deaf and mute portion, where we had to put on blindfolds and put in earbuds and have someone else lead us around the school. It was gnarly. We did it like in class, so like the hallways were like empty, but it was
good.
Yeah, it was to give us a feel of what it was like to not be able to see and hear and just be able to like feel and like smell and stuff. It was an experience.
A lot of people start their entire lives like that. They don't even know what like sight is, what their voices or even sounds.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not really like an adjustment like we would if we were to, try to simulate that. That's just all they've known.
Yeah.
When you think of stuff like that, it's kind of crazy.
For real. Speaking of blind people, there was this book that I read when I was younger called The Invisible Boy. I don't remember how he turned invisible, but he had to go on a quest to like do certain things and take pictures of things to regain his like people being able to see him, or he'd be invisible forever. And so while he's invisible, he gets this idea. He's like, hey, no one can see me. I can walk around shirtless. So he puts on his pants and everything because it's summer, and he goes to the library shirtless, and he's in this room with this girl, and she's blind. So she reaches out to touch him, and she touches his bare chest, and then she slaps him, calls him a pervert, and leaves. And they later end up dating. And then in the sequel book, she becomes like, I think her sister becomes invisible somehow. Really cute series. Oh, so they knew there would be a new student. Oh, did she give him a nickname?
Already.
Wow, that was quick.
He's now He-chan.
He-chan?
He-chan, and Shizune is She-chan.
Oh, that's so similar. Why?
That's just Misha being quirky.
Okay. It was just like...
A lot of things will be summarized as Misha being quirky.
I dig it. I like the look on her face. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. It starts with an S. The girl with the glasses. What's her name again?
Shizune.
Shizune, read lips or no?
Not confirmed, but it's kind of implied, I think, at least once.
Okay. Tips her fingers to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands blur. Oh my gosh, that was one of the one things that when I was taking sign language, I was taught, she's like, look, if you don't want people to sign quickly to you, do not sign quickly to them, or they'll think that you can pick up what they're signing just as quick. So, like, I would have to often, like, not sign quickly so people knew to go slow. And if people went quick, I would have to tell them that I was a student. That she's class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. I mean, he literally just got here, so I doubt he likes it yet. He doesn't know it.
See that little pause there with the familiarize?
Yeah.
Even though Misha's the interpreter, she still sometimes has to take a few seconds to figure out what Shizune saying. Happens a few times.
With the hard word. Yeah.
While she's very good, she still has a few bumps and things to learn.
That makes sense. I kind of like that, though, because it shows that she's also still learning. And that she's not perfect. I like that that Misha's so bubbly.
It's a great contrast to Shizune, who's just stone-faced.
Yeah. Maybe there's a trip to the convenience store. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha signed something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. Are you talking about me in front of me? I can't understand you! You said it to my face, but I don't get it. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. You can't know if you don't ask, but you don't know what you don't know. When I was in high school, I had a teacher named Mr. Joe Black. Fantastic teacher. He did this thing on the board where he's like, what you do know, what you don't know, and what you don't know that you know. And he put a circle around all of them. And so, like, it was one of those diagrams where, like, there would be overlaps. And he's like,
diagram.
Yeah, he's like, but you can't know what you don't know. So he's like, you don't know something that someone else knows. Don't beat yourself up about it because you didn't know that you didn't know it. And I'm like, although you're right, that's a lot.
It is. It's trying to figure it out in my brain for a second there. He's correct in what he's saying. It's just,
It's like one of those things that's just like, can you say that again, please? Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizun could be more appropriate. She's in the zone. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I wonder if they have name signs in Japan. There's so many questions now. I'm assuming these are two love interests?
Shizune is.
Shizune is? Okay.
Shizune does have a route. She is one of the romanceable girls.
That makes sense. I'm like, we're just spending a lot of time with these girls for one of them to not be a love interest. Like,
we spend a lot of time with Shizune in the beginning.
It makes sense though, because she's a class rep.
Mm-hmm.
We can take a walk around the grounds together. that was a nice transition.
The game was very well put together when it was made by a bunch of people that didn't really know what they were doing. I'm not kidding.
Have they made any other game since, or was this their only game?
As a group, as Four Leaf Studios, no. After they released this, they disbanded and went on their ways.
Okay.
But on their own, in their own professional lives and whatnot, a few of them have gone on to do other visual novels or write actual novels.
Oh, geez, that's dope.
Just the history of how this game was made is mind-boggling and a literal miracle that it was done.
Oh, whoa.
Do you know the history of this at all?
Nope, not a clue.
Alright, put it simply, this entire game was created based off of a single picture from the back of a dojin.
A back of a what?
It's a Japanese term for like a fan-made work.
Oh, whoa.
So it was a fan comic of Nazca and the Valley of the Wind. At the very end, the artist kind of drew concept sketches for like things, and one of them was, what if there was a dating sim where all the girls had a physical disability?
Whoa!
Just kind of drawing it and whatever. A few years go by, it gets scanned online, translated, colored, and then thrown onto 4chan, where people talk about it, and then eventually a bunch of them decide, why don't we try and make this game?
Wow! That's pretty nifty, actually.
Then after a lot of delays and problems and whatnot for years, the game comes out.
Ah!
All for free. No one got paid doing this.
Dang.
This game is 100% free. It's never been charged a dime. This was just people doing it with free time they had.
That is impressive.
It is a literal miracle that this game even came out.
Yeah, like, when I heard about this in high school, like, my one friend absolutely loved it. So, like, when I saw, like, people were sharing about it, I was like, oh, like, maybe I should finally check this out and see what it's all about. About anything, we're your guide. So you should ask if there is something. Oh boy.
I don't think any choices at this point will lock you onto a route at all.
I think I got let's go to the library, because he likes to read.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
But do you want to read this or not?
Yeah, I can read that. Yeah. We'll start reading a few things as we're starting meeting a few more people. Oh, yeah. Is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out.
Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby. Okay, look, Misha, you and I would fight, okay? But then picks up her smile again. There is! It's the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Take me there now. I must acquire book.
He must acquire many books.
I want all the books. I return to my food while the girls talk to themselves. Misha and... Is it she... How do I... Shizune?
Shizune.
Shizune. It's just... Japanese and English don't always... Anyway. Oh, yeah, I guess I get it. Never mind. Shizune. Sign back and forth, very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Rude! One of the things, what we talked about in the science class, is if you use sign language and you were with somebody and you knew they were deaf, you should translate. And I'm sitting here like, Misha can speak, she should translate. I'm not saying like everything needs to be translated, but like it's just kind of courteous to do so if you can, if it's applicable. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Maybe they're saying how cute you are and they don't want to be embarrassed.
Maybe.
Also
Or just, you know, just talking behind him, behind his back. Making
Just in front
jokes
of
about
him.
him. You never know.
Right? Sometimes I'll sign at Courtney, like I'll point and gesture, although it's not technically sign language. We call it twin speak because we've known each other for so long, and people will look at me funny. I'm like, don't worry about it. You don't need to know. We arrived in the classroom early, but we're not the first. So, do they live on campus then, or do they go home each night?
There is a dorm on campus.
Dark hair girl I noticed before was slumped over her desk at the last row. So the first time I played this game, I was really interested in her because I really liked dark, long-haired, design characters.
People very much like her. A lot.
So we'll see what happens. Don't we meet a blonde-haired character later?
We do, and that I'll tell you right now, that is my favorite character in this entire game.
Ooh, okay. She does sports, right? If I remember correctly.
No, she's not the one that does sports, and there's a good reason why she does not do sports.
Okay, I mean, it might, like, it's been a minute since I played this game, so I'm probably mixing up some of the characters.
Yeah, no worries.
But there is a lady you meet that does sports, right? I'm not making that up.
There is one that is very active, yes.
Okay. Dude, did you ever watch the class? Like the clock in class while you were in school? And just like, oh, can it be over yet?
So often. I stopped wearing a watch to work because I started clock watching there too. I would do a bunch of stuff, then look at my watch like, how is only like 5 minutes gone by?
Oh my gosh, same though.
So I just got rid of the watch entirely. Like, okay, let's just go about my day. I'll check my phone on breaks and stuff. That's about it.
Smart. Unfortunately, we can't stay to show you around today, John. We've got to hurry already since there's a lot of work to do. So is Misha there just as an interpreter? Like she doesn't have any disabilities, I'm assuming? Or does she have one?
Unconfirmed if she actually has a disability or not, but you don't have to have the disability to go to the school.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's set up so people with disabilities could be better, monitored and taken care of if things go wrong, but there's nothing stopping someone who is completely healthy from applying and going there.
Oh, okay. That is good to know. It's definitely good to know where the nurse's office is.
Yeah, he kind of needs to know where that is.
Yeah. Does he have to? I guess we'll find out, but I'm assuming he'll have to go to the nurse to take his medications.
It's not a spoiler or anything, but no, he could take it all on his own.
Oh, okay. I just know, like,
all.
when I was in school, like, if we had medication we needed to take, we had to give it to the nurse.
Not in the case of this one.
That makes sense. I was gonna be like, it is a special school, and man, if you had to go to the nurse that often, like every day to get your medication, you'd be there like all day.
Especially with his 17.
Yeah. I feel so
And
bad
that's
for
just
him.
And that's just one student.
Ugh. You would need like a whole like set of nurses just to like hand out the medication for all the different students. All the nursing staff staff facilities are there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? Okay, bye. A whole bunch of
There's
stuff.
the nurse building. Have fun.
Like, we'll see you later. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education. I guess it's a necessity for a place like this. Man, this definitely looks like a school hallway. I walk in hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross that text head nurse. Head nurse doesn't have a name? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
It sounded like an invitation. Head nurse is called head nurse. You don't need to know my name, okay? That's private information that you don't need to know. Oh my gosh, coffee sounds so good. I might make a coffee when I have my dinner break. Hello, what can I do for you? Smiling man. I dig it.
Used to that face.
If drawn in other contexts, it could give me a face of nightmares. Like there are some dark shadows on it, make his hair darker, like.
And a little splattering of blood on his coat.
Yeah,
just
maybe
a little bit.
Maybe just a little splash on his face, like just, like right under his eye.
Oh, how did that get there?
Oh my gosh, I was watching someone play Life is Strange the other day, and I played that game, but I, for the life of me, did not know where they were in the game. I was like, so confused.
That game is just confusing in itself.
See, now he doesn't look so creepy with that big smile on his face. Just smile bigger. Well, yes I am. It says that on the door, no? Well, what if you were one of his assistants or something? Rude of you to assume that I would assume that you're the person that's listed on the door.
Assumption of an assumption.
Right? You call me by name, it's just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing you probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. I learned how to give a proper handshake in my last college I went to. It was kind of fun.
Alright, how's the proper handshake?
So, like, you kind of want to... What? Katie, what? What game? Sorry, I get distracted by quirky chat. So you make eye contact and you extend your hand first, and when they grab your hand, you want to grab it firmly, but not so firm you're hurting them, and initiate the shake itself while making eye contact if you're the initiator, and say thank you so much for, like, whether they're coming into your studio or whatever, so that they, like, know you're in charge.
Okay.
Oh, the new version of Until Dawn is out? How much is it, though? I don't want to spend a bunch of money on that game. It's not worth it. But I'd be fine. Oh, that's cheaper than I thought it would be. I guess we could split it. Yeah. I have played that game in the past, and I'm fine with playing it again.
Alright, I'm about to cry by converting 60 American to Canadian right now.
Oh, are you in Canada too?
I am Canadian, yep.
I had no idea.
Yep.
Wow, what kind of friend am I?
Alright, that $60 game here in Canada is $81.
Ooh.
I hate the prices of modern video games now.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does.
It sucks so bad.
Yeah. Most games like Until Dawn are like $80. That's why I was surprised that it was only $60. And I'm just like,
yeah, if it was $80, I'd be paying about $110 for it.
Yeah. The market sucks right now. That's why I usually wait for things to go on sale, unless it's like a game that I want to play at launch, like Final Fantasy. Because, like, Final Fantasy VII remakes are so expensive.
I still need to play those, and I'm glad I grabbed them when they were on sale for a ridiculous amount.
Like ridiculously cheap?
Yeah, ridiculously cheap on Steam. I jumped on it.
Oh, good.
There was no way I was paying full price for it.
No.
What is it for me? What is full price for me again on this game? I gotta find it. Quick. Where are you? Ah, yes. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade on Steam for me is $93.49 Canadian.
Holy crap!
Which, wow. I'll just go with 94 for simplicity's sake. USD. USD. Yeah, that's about 69 American.
Yeah.
I think I got it for like almost half off or something.
Oh, good. I think I spent $80 on it when I got it because I got the deluxe, and then Rebirth for the part 2 for the deluxe was $100 and like something after tax, and I was like, ugh, I don't even want to know what part 3 is gonna cost me. Oh, so they do have like nurses and stuff on night staff.
Yep, round the clock, 24/7 nursing staff.
Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't have brains. I like this character. We don't have brain surgery. His joke's still so out of place that I would have laughed.
So many medical people out of school.
You'll get used to it. You'll be fine.
The nurse just sees this every day.
Yeah.
This is nothing new to him.
I'm sure after a while you would get used to seeing something like that. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. I mean, generic isn't always bad. Oh my gosh. So I was talking to someone today about the food pyramid, because they don't hear about it anymore, and that was all the rage when I was in high school. Just a bunch of it was just a scam. Just a scam.
Yep, it was.
All I remember is that like bread and carbs and pastas were on the bottom of the list, and I'm like, that's why we have a bunch of fat people. Because we were taught to eat carbs and bread and pastas and noodles and all the unhealthy stuff.
Yes, all the pastas, I believe, were filtered under the meat and alternatives category.
Yeah. Apparently, apart from that, do you do any sports? Rush stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Oh no!
Well, played soccer occasionally with some classmates.
Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend to refrain from doing that. At least for the time being.
Oh.
Poor dude. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me from kicking a ball around. Speaking of kicking a ball around, I had to do that in Devil Zone 0, and they told me that I did good, and I'm like, I really did it. But thanks for the encouragement. I'm like, that was really bad. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart and risk another attack. And risking another attack is not good. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your paper.
Well, you see, a girl I really liked decided to confess to me, and I got so worked up I nearly died.
Basically, yeah!
Like, that's really embarrassing.
For real.
Yeah, he's in such a delicate state. Literally, like, just someone maybe even just thumping his chest a little bit could set him off.
Yeah.
That's where he's at right now.
Which would be bad. There was, oh my gosh, there was this dude that used to have a heart on the outside of his chest because he was born that way. And they couldn't move it because it could have killed him because of, like, the way that it grew. So like he had to wear like this chest plate all the time to protect his heart from getting hit. It was like wild. I think eventually they were finally able to do the surgery to like get his heart on the inside of his chest, and it succeeded. But for like until he was like I think in his early 20s, he had to be extremely cautious with what he did.
Yeesh.
Can you also film? Can you also see the stream?
Sorry?
Oh, it's just making sure that the stream was still up.
Oh, yeah, it's still up.
Okay, cool.
I got it open behind the game,
Blast.
so I can see everything.
Oh, I thought I heard someone coming towards my door, but it was not. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Go walk in a pool for a little bit. That's good exercise. Get some light exercise regularly. Take a walk. I want to start like not doing weight training, but doing some weight training because like I walk all day at work, and I just want to do something more. Brisk walk or even light jogging, jump rope, and that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe there's a pool here. Yes! Hey, Quirky Bug could go to this pool because she's a mermaid.
I don't want to dash your hopes, but we never see this pool.
Oh, bummer. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm part cat, so sometimes I like water, sometimes I don't. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. I've heard this all before, Doc. Leave me alone. Well, it bears repeating just to be safe.
If he doesn't say it, he's not doing his job.
Right? Then he might have a lawsuit on his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
You got it, Doc. He goes over my paper one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously contented. I'll listen to you, I promise. Just stop talking! Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. But what if I don't want to meet, even if I need something? Then what? Heart attack, death. Oh my gosh.
There you go. We met the nurse.
He seems cool.
Just
what? Oh,
I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
I lost my train of thought.
I end up standing in front of the main building. I have nothing to do now. I have no friends. I don't know where the library is. And I don't have a book to read. Like, what is the point to do here?
Why did I even come here? My feet hurt. I just want to go home.
Take a bath. I don't know, see people watching? Where I used to live had a huge mall, right? Sometimes I would walk around and just people watch.
Oh, it's rather fun.
It is. Sometimes we wouldn't guess what people did for a living. Like this one, she probably does this for a living, or that one does this.
I never went that far. Would just kind of sit and stare at people just to see what they're doing, notice anything weird. Never really saw anything weird. It's just people going about their day, maybe just dropping something once.
It happens. So I keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students on a special school. Then again, neither do I. Not every disability is invisible.
Mm-hmm. Like no one's gonna look at him and immediately guess, you got a heart problem.
Right? I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. That's a good idea. I have been there. I've been so tired that I am not hungry, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go to bed instead of eat. And then I wake up the next day super hungry. Like, just ravenous, like, well, I guess.
Consume everything in the fridge.
Right? Oh my gosh, the other day when we were eating dinner, like, I ate so much food because, like, no matter how much I ate, I still felt hungry. And granted, it wasn't a lot of food in the grand scheme of things, but it was way more than I'm used to eating now. And so I was like, bro, what is happening? Still don't know why I got that hungry, but it's a thing that happens.
The mood hits. The mood hits.
It's true, though. Fresh cut grass is one of the best smells ever.
Hard agree.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen a candle of fresh cut grass.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
Dude, we should make one. That would sell so well. We would make so much money. Granted, I know nothing about making candles, so...
Oh, yeah, me neither. I know as much as literally a child. Something to do with wax. How do I get a smell in there? I don't know. Do I literally pour grass in it?
Back home from Minnesota, one time when we went to the Renaissance Fair, this lady was selling candles. But as it melted, it turned into, you could use it as lotion. I don't know how she did it, but it was one of the coolest things. Because, like, the candle wasn't going to waste. It would, like, turn into lotion so then you could rub it into your skin, and it made your skin so soft.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. I haven't seen anyone else do that since, but I'm sure there are other people out there.
I know what I'm going to try to look for now.
Do it. If you find any, send them my way, too.
You got it.
Room
And
1.
now we're getting to his dorm.
Do they have roommates in this dorm?
He doesn't have a roommate.
Okay. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. It's so interesting how many, like, wheelchair-friendly places really aren't wheelchair-friendly. Instead, a few students are watching the television. I wonder what they're watching. Ah, they acknowledge my presence. It seems that only the girls around here are sociable.
Isn't it just normal? Usually girls in high school are a little more sociable than the guys who will kind of keep quiet in their own little groups.
Yeah. It's true, though. I knew so many... I feel kind of bad. Like, I knew people who wanted to talk to me in high school and stuff, but I often wouldn't talk to people because I was socially awkward, and a lot of people had, like, just different home lives than I did. So it would make conversation kind of weird, and I do this thing that other people do, where, like, if someone's telling me a story, I'll, like, tell a story of, like, my own that's similar, to be like, hey, like, I relate to this, and here's why. And that didn't always translate well in high school. So I often didn't talk much. I mean, I talked to my friends, but, like, my freshman year, all my friends were seniors, so they graduated, and then I just hung out with Gorky's friends.
Oh boy. I hope you're ready for this guy.
Oh no. From the inside I hear movement and then clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment the door squeaks open. Oh no. Boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently, though he has extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Oop. Oh, we should probably save.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I haven't saved once. Blind? No, at least not completely. But would he have eyeglasses if he was? I mean, probably not.
Just take a listen to his theme song, by the way.
Is he a nerd?
He's something.
This is giving me like really nerdy, quirky vibes, like Oddball that doesn't quite fit in. He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. And his breath stinks of garlic. Is he afraid of vampires?
I'm not gonna say anything about him until you see eventually what he's.
Does he like bugs?
Sao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my...
His face suddenly brightens. In realization, he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my... Oh, oh no. Oh, sup, dude. Name's Kenji. What?
Good old Kenji.
What was that sudden change?
Hi.
I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude. Yeah, no, I am, like, Nani?
Oh, Kenji.
There were some, suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because it could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. Is he one of those people who are like, well, I mean, I believe in Area 51. However, like, is he like an extreme conspiracy theorist?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, I could see him being the type.
Yes.
Although he wouldn't fit into the house Gryffindor if he was a conspiracy theorist, probably.
I don't know why they kind of like molded him off Harry Potter look-wise.
Yeah, they did though.
I don't know why.
And
but...
they gave him like a Gryffindor scarf.
Gryffindor scarf, messy black hair, and round glasses.
You are the chosen one. Well, Neville could have been chosen. Well, he wasn't, Harry. It was you. So, go die now. Oh my gosh. The chances are high enough. He shrugs and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. Thanks, I think. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. That's a sad way to live life, man. Go ahead and touch some grass.
Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either?
He thinks about this for a while, like,
Hi, welcome to the bug game.
I can't see who followed. Okamari, I think? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Bug Gang. I'm glad to have you. Oh my gosh. Yes, you are smarter than you look, I guess. Okay. Probably. Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, Kenji. It's been so long.
Oh my gosh, this character is so funny. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Like, wee! Not today! Never mind, it doesn't matter. Is he, like, just super duper nearsighted? Like, boyo, like, might need a new prescription.
Yeah, he can't see anything, really. Those glasses do not help.
That bed
Okey-dokey.
looks super comfy, actually. That blanket looks like it'd be really soft. Dude, get some posters. Put some posters on your wall. I mean, yeah, because you just moved in. Now you have to make it personable. I have so much stuff on my wall. It's like... Oh, man. Oh,
I have like all of my posters by my desk, but all of my model kits are in my room.
I dig it. Nope, nothing yet. So, like, the post office messed up on a package. Following you on Twitter for a while and saw you were reading me today. Congrats. Thank you! It's going really well, actually. I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you for the follow again. I'm glad you could come over. So, like, the post office, like, messed up on one of my packages where they sent it to the wrong address. So then they got it forwarded to the right address. Oh, wait, hold on. The leaning gets better. If I do this, he moves with me. Probably my favorite part of the lean-in is Honey-chan. So then they forwarded it to the right address, except someone went behind the person who fixed it and had it sent back to the carrier, which I reached out to them to let them know what was happening, and they're supposed to be sending me a way for me to repay for shipping so I can still get my thing, but I haven't heard back from them yet, so I'm a little bit stressed because I got a pre-order bonus, and I don't want to lose my pre-order bonus.
That's really annoying.
Yeah. I'd be upset if I lost it, but I mean, like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, it wouldn't be, like, the end of the world, but... Because it was, like, not something that I paid for, but... Well,
Oh,
it was just...
never mind.
Yeah, it was included in the price, so, like, it was the same cost for pre-order and non-pre-order, so I just pre-ordered it to get the extra goodies, so... They were free. Hey, Gibbet! Can I get a shout out for Gibbet? Thank you. I'll be using my 3D model again a little later. For a Zenless Zone, because I think it'd be fun to have my 3D model out for that one. Thank you. Also, thank you, Quirky. He does have the same nickname. We've unpacked your bags and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad.
And that's the last we'll hear of his parents ever again.
They abandoned him. They're like, bye.
Victory is mine.
Look at that. He's like not even happy for them to have unpacked for him. He's like, I wish they didn't, because then I would actually have something to do.
Thanks for the resub. Oh, wow. There's 2 of them. I will have to fix that later. I have 2 alerts going on. I know what the cause of it is. I'll fix it. Thank you for the resub. Also, there's a new emote. There's a new animated emote. Me with my tail wiggling. It's pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. I mean, leaders are readers, as they say. On top of that, some books are just really good. Except, I tried to read Harry Potter, and y'all, I just couldn't. I'm sorry.
I tried doing a reread quite a while ago. The first book is really dry and is obviously there for setup, but it's way too much setup.
Yeah, like, I couldn't, like, I tried so hard to read it, and your girl just couldn't. Okamara, do you want me to read a specific verse, or do you want me to randomly pick one? I let people pick. Damn, I have to distract myself. Randomly pick one. Okay, let me go grab my Bible. It's not that far. It's just in my bookshelf. I moved it the other day because I was cleaning. Meep, meep. What was your last reading? Oh, it was in Psalms. Ooh, Wait, what's that one psalm that I really like? Is it 125 or 25? Oh, I was also in Proverbs. I don't want to read Proverbs right now. It's a great book. Oh, there's Harry in my Bible. Whee! I'm one of those people, like, I grew up with people always marking their Bibles and writing in them. And I, like, wouldn't. I felt so bad.
It feels wrong to me to write in a Bible, even
I
if it's my
know.
own personal copy. I don't know, it just feels weird.
Yeah, like, even in my own personal copies, it feels like it's wrong to me. Like, I'm doing something taboo, even though I know that I'm not.
Like, I'm not even super religious, but it still feels wrong to mark up a holy book in any way.
Yeah, like, I saw my grandma do it. She would use, like, different color highlighters to, like, highlight different verses, and, like, the color symbolizes the meaning of the verse. But, like, I'm just, like, I, like, went to, like, there's this creation museum. Oop. My bad. There's a creation museum. It's, like, a Christian museum.
Uh-oh.
It's
Something
okay.
dropped.
Yeah, I knocked something over. Like, we went there and we got to see the guy who made the Bible, and it had
Also,
so
you
much.
muted yourself on Discord.
Oh, oops. Hold on. Did that fix it?
Yeah, all good
Cool.
now.
So, like, there was, like, it was so cool to see, but because he had, like, writing and notes and, like, just different, like, markings and stuff for the different symbolism. And, I, was like, dude, that's so cool, but also, like, I don't know if I want to do that to my Bible, but also, like, I feel so bad doing that to my Bible. I just can't. Okay, I'm gonna read this verse real quick. It's from Psalm 125. It says, "Those who trust in and rely on the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved, but remains forever." That's verse 1. So, yeah. We're gonna go to return and need to scroll up a little bit. Okay. Reading The Restless Urge kept growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today too. I still think I am. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow. I won't be able to be this unnatural all the time. I mean, go get a book.
He would, but he doesn't know where the library is. It could be closed by the time
Oh,
he
yeah,
finds
true.
it.
Yeah, I occasionally will underline in my Bible if something really speaks out to me, and very rarely will I make a note. I usually have a notebook that I put stuff in. What is this game called, Baron?
This game? Katawa Shoujo.
Katawa Shoujo. It's a free VN. You can get it on Steam. You can also download it from the internet, but I downloaded the Steam version. Oh, it was Psalm 125:1. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow a book from the library. I miss going to libraries when they would have book sales and buying books for dirt cheap.
I remember the Scholastic book fairs.
Oh my gosh, right? I miss those so much.
Maybe occasionally bought a single book, but would always load up on the erasers and the bookmarks.
Right? There was one time I got a spy book that came with spy glasses. The spy glasses had like little mirrors on the side so I could see behind me, and it taught me how to dust for fingerprints with tape and baking soda. My mom, or flour. My mom would get so upset because my sister and I would play spy. So we would go into the kitchen and like take baking soda or flour and put it in a bowl and get like one of her like little things to sprinkle stuff on, and we would like go and like sprinkle it on all the doors and take tape and just pull off fingerprints. She's like, "You're getting powder all over my house. Stop."
You're making a mess of the house. You're wasting the flour and the tape.
Yeah, basically. It was so funny though. I miss those glasses though, but now I have glasses, so I don't think I could wear them very well. 2 tablets daily to stay alive.
Glasses now.
It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. Oh, so he's exaggerating. It kind of twists having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosage. Oh my gosh, so I have a little brother, not a little brother, a nephew? Cousin. Some form of family relation. That's not brother. And so they were trying to teach him how to take his medication without needing a parent there. He's like 14, so like he could definitely learn. But kids has like really bad ADD, so like, or ADHD. I don't know the difference. He has one of them. And so like he went to take his medication one day and he wasn't paying attention. I don't think, from the sounds of it. So they're like, okay, well, did you take the correct pill? Because like one pill, he has to take 2 of them, one he has to take 1, and he thinks he flipped it. And they're like, okay, you know what? No, you can't take your pills anymore. Like that's dangerous. So then they started like watching him again, and making sure he took his medication correctly. This was months ago though, so that could have changed. But I don't know. I don't see them much.
Yeah. Yeah, you do not want to mess around with medicine.
Oh, no. But he tried, and, like, I was proud of him for trying, but I'm like, dude, like, you gotta read the bottles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no. This is why I have plushies.
I'm now reminded of the time my sister accidentally gave my friend sleeping pills instead of an antihistamine.
Ooh. Oops.
They were just in the same bottle. Because it was just to save. That's just a thing we do if we know we're gonna use one of those 2 regularly. My sisters didn't think about it. She just kind of grabbed the first one that came out, and he was just like slowly falling asleep on the couch the entire time he's over with our friends. And then we realize a few hours later, it's like, oh, I gave you a sleeping pill, not an antihistamine. So he's incredibly itchy, reacting to the dog hair and dander and whatnot in the house, and falling asleep at the same time. So now it's a joke that my sister drugs my friends.
Oh, oh, that's so funny. But also, I would be so embarrassed if that was me. This is my room. Oh my gosh, it's like if you've ever moved and you wake up in your new space and you're just like, wait, where am I? Like, look, I've moved a ton. You never get used to it when you move to a new environment. You're always like, wait, is this where I'm supposed to be?
Yep. It's even weirder when you wake up and you're in the middle of the woods.
What? Is there a story behind that?
No, just camping, and I forgot I was camping when I woke up. I was like, where the hell am I?
Oh, okay.
Like, where am I? Why does everything feel rough and earthy?
I was like, were you like sleepwalking or something?
Well, thankfully I don't sleepwalk.
That's
thankfully.
Good. My little brother used to sleepwalk. My little brother, oh my gosh, I do have a little brother, but he didn't sleepwalk. My older brother used to sleepwalk. He did it when he was really little, so I'm talking like 4 or 5. So I didn't experience it firsthand. I would just hear it through the stories. There was one time he woke up in the middle of the night when he was like 5 or 6, and he was really hungry. And like I used to eat hot dogs raw when I was a kid because they're technically already cooked. And
Me too.
And then I would eat cheese. I mean, I still eat cheese. I just don't eat raw hot dogs anymore. But so he got up and he ate a whole 24-pack of cheese because that's the only thing he could eat, that he could reach in the fridge. They had to take him to the hospital. Oh, poor dude. Didn't eat that much cheese ever again.
Wow. That's
Did
a
you not
massive
move?
amount of cheese.
Did you not move from underneath your parents' bed? Did you just stay there after you woke up? Oh no. It is a lot amount of cheese, yeah. Man, I got to thinking, like, I don't know if I'd ever want to send my kids to a private school where they have to wear uniforms. I don't know, man.
It was a private school, but I had to wear a uniform for high school.
Was it private or public?
Technically public, but it wasn't listed as part of a public school
System?
district.
Okay.
It was the Catholic school district.
Catholic?
Yeah, up here in Canada, we have a public school, like schools and Catholic schools.
We have
and
those here,
I decided
too.
to go to the Catholic one.
Except, I think the Catholic ones you have to pay for here. But I don't know.
I don't think we had to pay for ours. We had to pay for the uniforms, which was a little annoying. Thankfully, we had a lot of family go to that same school, so it's just like, here you go, hand-me-downs.
Yeah, I actually know there was in my, when I was in high school, I actually asked my parents if I could switch to a private Christian school. So I, like, went and talked to, like, the principal and, like, for costs and stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so expensive. Like, I'm like, can't afford that. But then I talked to some of the students there. They're like, it's not as great as you think. And this was, like, a conservative school. So, like, no dancing, like, things like that.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I jive well there. I've been in public school most of my life, and, I can't. Yeah, different, like, because here, like, you can pay to go to, like, private Christian colleges, high schools and stuff, and depending on the denomination, it's depending on their rules. Yeah. I'm sure they have clubs. Most schools do. Were you in any clubs, Baron, when you were in school?
Actual clubs? No, but there definitely were a lot of them there. There was even an anime club.
Oh, that is dope.
That a friend of mine let die because she was basically unofficially given control of it because everyone else aged out and she just didn't want to deal with the headache of running it.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate, but understandable. Yeah, both public and private schools have they each have their own flaws in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I love the range of facial expressions.
She's got one facial expression that's just absolutely hilarious.
I'm assuming we haven't seen it yet.
No, you'd know when you see it. I don't know if we'll get to it today or not.
We should totally keep playing this game together, though.
Absolutely, honestly.
I'm having so much fun. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, go ahead.
We've only really seen these two. We haven't even seen really anybody else.
Right. Oh my gosh, it's already 3:30? Wow.
Time flies.
I know! Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. Join a club if you're bored. It'll make you not so bored. Great selling point. There are so many school events, like the festival coming. Man, that's one thing that I like that you hear a lot about in Japanese, like manga and games and stuff, is their school festivals. I wished my high school had a festival.
I do too. They sound like they'd be fun.
Yeah, and it sounds like the whole student body get involved, and it would just be a blast. I don't know, John. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so.
Oh, so that's like Misha's signature, her laugh of wahahaha.
What's that band? I think there's a band that has an opening line of like, oh no, it's an M. I think. Never mind. Anyways, distractions. Shizune May adjust her glasses. Oh my gosh, there was one time that I was out in public, or maybe I was in school. I don't remember. Anyways, sorry. But my glasses had fallen down my face, so I pushed them up, like, you know, as you do. And someone's like, "Oh, people really do that?" And I was like, "Do what?" She's like, "Push up their glasses like that." I'm like, "Well, some people do, not everyone, because like some people like to do it differently." She's like, "Can you do it again?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "I've never seen it before. Could you please do it again?" And I was like,
pushing glasses up.
Sure. So I pushed my glasses up again for her, and she like was so happy. It was so odd and so cute at the same time. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each generation. The ideal and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change. I believe that's true. Okay, Flame says, "Katie, I want to start a chicken food truck business that only opens on Sundays and parks in Chick-fil-A parking lots, and we can call it Side Chick." Here's some special names. Poultry and adultery. Thick thighs save lives. Could be called Hen Thigh Chick.
Oh,
that is so bad. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I probably shouldn't laugh so much, but I would, I would, no lie. So if it was as good as Chick-fil-A chicken, I'd buy it. I would totally get the thick thighs save lives special. Yep.
Good choice.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was great. No, it's about delicious fried food. You would make, no lie though, you would make so much money, especially if you market it as an anime chicken.
They would sell out so fast.
I know. Oh, and especially at cons. Oh my gosh, the degenerates.
Oh man, you literally make a killing at a con.
Oh my, yeah, it's true.
Con food is so expensive.
It is. A lot of cons have gone to like hiring food trucks. It's still expensive, but not nearly as expensive as like if you go inside and like get their food court food. Plus, I just really like food truck food, so like.
Every time I go to Anime North, they have the food trucks, but the only truck I ever go to is the ice cream truck to get a swirl of chocolate and vanilla every time.
Oh my gosh. Like, I plan to come to Anime North one day, so if I ever make it up there, like, I'll let you know.
Awesome.
It's like, it's been on my bucket list for a while. I just haven't made it up yet. Maybe if I move, like, I guess I'm technically not too far from the Canadian border where I'm at. I don't think. I need to look.
Well, I mean, if you can take a flight there, it's pretty easy to get the convention from there. It's literally down the road from the airport.
Oh, I might have to look at that option.
Literally, all the hotels are like airport hotels.
Whoa, that'd be convenient. About to ask
That's how I got.
Oh, go ahead.
That's actually how I got to Anime North this year.
Oh, dude.
I flew in. It was cheaper and took less time to just buy a plane ticket and fly into Toronto rather than drive 6 hours.
Dang, that is wild. Teacher who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hee-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or is Misha just looking at me after the girl who left? No, nothing. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I mean, I don't think I have plans. I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books.
Get this man a book.
Dude, just say that you want to go to the library. I'm sure it'll be fine. He's not going to say it, no.
No, he's too much of a pushover.
Oh, well. Do you want to have lunch together then? No.
Sure.
was me in high school. Hey, Katie, do you want to join us? In my head, no. Me in real life, sure. Like, let's go.
Me too. Me too.
People pleaser. Yay. Okay, Hee-chan, perfect. Dude, that's like, honestly though, if someone actually did that idea for the chicken business, like, not even necessarily parking outside of Chick-fil-A, but just for conventions, and they made it like waifu extraordinaire and maybe throw some husbandos in there for the ladies, like, bruh, like, they would have like a line around the building.
Is it bad? My first thought was for the husbando menu to be hot dogs.
That is top tier content right there. all the innuendos you could make. Oh boy. I bet you someone will make it one day. If not, maybe I will. Racking that money. My stepmom actually wanted to make a food truck and my dad said no because he's like, I want to retire, and he's like, I'm not gonna retire if I have a food truck, and I was like, touche.
True.
Oop. Really? I like the music in this game.
Yeah. And again, something they had like maybe a few people work on just in their free time. All of this was just done on people's free time, no money being given to them to do it. It's just, I want to do this.
But it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what everyone else is saying at any given time. That's pretty cool, though. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. Is it Misha? But that might be wrong. Maybe it's Shizune, right? Am I close?
Shizune.
I was close. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Suzune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. Oh, the struggles, man.
I think the right thing to do is to look at the person who's trying to talk to you, even if there is an interpreter next to you.
That's what I tend to do now. When I'm communicating with someone who's deaf, I'll look at them, and then if the interpreter starts interpreting, and then I'll look at the interpreter and be like, dude, like, I didn't understand that. Are you gonna, like, say it for me? Like, that's dangerously with the competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think, oh wait, I did not read that last line. Just clicked the button. Ah.
It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest.
She's in a eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. If you ever make that a real thing, Flame, let me know. I'll be your first customer. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hee-chan?
Very sure.
You're wrong, Hee-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities. And the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. I mean, that's fair. Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. Like, I'm right. You can't tell me otherwise. I'd argue more, but the bell rings. She quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I almost forgot that I was supposed to have lunch with them. I would have totally forgotten. There was a few times I did that in high school. Someone asked me to eat with them, and I would forget because like they would ask me at the beginning of the day, and our lunch period was like so far because we had lunch. I had lunch D at the time. There was 4 lunch periods broken up between the classes, so like not everyone was in the cafeteria at once. It wasn't big enough for that. So like I totally forgot I was supposed to eat lunch with somebody, so I went to eat lunch with some other people, and they came to find me, and they're like, hey, you agreed to eat lunch with us. And I'm like, oh yeah, my bad, sorry, like I'll come join you. And so I was like, sorry guys, I promised I'm gonna eat lunch with them, and then I just moved.
Yeah, our high school had the same kind of thing, separated lunches. It couldn't handle everyone at once.
Yeah. I was like, I brought lunches from home most of my life until I got into high school where I got a job so I could pay for my lunches. I didn't use it often, but like the first time I went through the lunch line, I had zero idea what I was really doing. Because between like, I had gone through the lunch line a couple times in elementary school, but not that often. So between like my last time in elementary school all the way up to high school, I didn't eat like public school lunch. So I was like, bruh, I don't know how this works. And so I get up to the lunch line and I'm going to check out. And I was like, hey, so like, do I just like enter my code or like, what do I do with the lunch lady's like, what do you mean? What do you do? I was like, well, I haven't really done this in a really long time, like since elementary school. So like, help. So Hee-chan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right. No, not really. But I guess you're gonna tell me anyways. I just want a book club, okay? Somewhere that I can read in a quiet corner and no one talks to me.
It must be a shut-in.
I must
want
be.
to interact with people.
They have cooties.
He literally just played soccer just to play soccer. He wasn't super into it. Like a lot of people in England and stuff. Like, man, football fans in England are crazy.
For real. They get into it like we get into our American football.
Mm-hmm. Or we get into hockey.
Yeah. Quirky had a ex-fiance, and he really liked hockey, so she went to a couple hockey games, and I never understood why, 'cause she never liked hockey, but she just went to spend time with him, and I'm like, I guess I get it. Like, you want to do things with a person you love, you want to do things they love, but I'd be like, I would totally bring a book or something to read. Like, I would be spending time with them, right? But I'm like, I don't know anything about hockey, I don't know anything about football, really. I know a little bit, and I don't really know anything about soccer either, so be like, Oh, Quirky's like, I thought it was gonna be mean. That's fair. Like the pushing into the glass and the fighting on the ice. The Phoebus.
Number one thing you don't want to do at any sporting game is buy the food or drinks there.
Including the nachos?
Just don't, because it is overly expensive.
That is true.
And not that good.
Yeah, there was one time I went to a stadium event here, and obviously you can't bring food outside, and if you left, you couldn't get back in. I spent so much money that day, because it was like an all-day event, so it started at like 9 and ended at 9. Like,
Ooh.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, we snuck in some snacks, I think, if I remember correctly. But, like, I only had 2 meals, and it was, like, so much money.
Take a few snacks and stuff inside a purse, and what, are they gonna open up your purse? No.
At stadiums in the States now, you have to have clear bags. So that they can see inside. We were allowed to bring 2 water bottles, and then you could refill them at the water fountains, but those lines were always so long. I just ended up buying more water. Because you'd be waiting in line for like 30 minutes to fill up your water bottle, and I could go wait in line for 5 minutes to buy a new one. So
shows how up to date I am on stadiums goings.
Yeah, I mean, it might be different in Canada, but I don't know.
might also be the same. A lot of our stuff is very, very similar.
This is true. Your stuff is just more expensive.
I hate that. I hate it so much.
I hate it for you. I see. I didn't know that this school had a student council. I mean, why wouldn't it? It looked a little embarrassed about it, and she was laughing. Oh, she's like the student council president or something?
She's an A?
Yeah.
Yes.
Aw. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. No. No, no, no. He's not. He is not student council material. I am not a sparkling water person. Mm-mm.
Me neither.
I've tried.
It's like water that lies to you.
Right? Like, if I wanted something sparkling, I'd just drink soda. Like, sparkling water is like carbonated soda that just tastes wrong.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks so. Join the student council and spend more time with her. You can fall in love. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shishan and I forgot her name again.
Shizune.
Shizune and Misha might not exactly be most unbiased people to talk about this. I agree. Oh my gosh, there's sometimes where I play Otome games and I don't know the name, so like I'll change the name like 5 times in one playthrough. And I'm like, I could just look up, you know, how to say it. However, I could just continue to butcher it. And I'm like, it's fine. It'll make for good laughs later.
I mean, I gave up with one guy's name in a Gundam game, just called him Frank the rest of the time.
Woof.
I just gave up.
What's your favorite
I'm pretty
Gundam?
sure his name was Jabril or something.
Wow.
I just like, yeah, no, you're just Frank now.
Just Frank.
The rest of the time. The rest of the time he's around. Anytime his name came up in conversation, I just said Frank. It flowed.
Sometimes it just be like that. There's one character, I call him Zuko, because I don't know how to say his actual name, because you know it's Japanese, and I'm like, you're just Zuko now. Just Zuko. Joining the student house shows a healthy interest in the working of one school. He doesn't really care about the school, so like...
Yeah, literally, this is day 2 for him. He's
Right?
had like 1 class.
Like, dang. At least give him a little bit more time to adjust. They're trying to look extra cute so that he joins. Lure him in. Trap him.
Join us, He-chan. You'll be surrounded by 2 pretty girls.
Yeah! Wow! They're just gonna, like, decide for him that he's joining? What incarnations? Oh, I totally forgot to mention for the people just coming in, I have a giveaway going on for a keychain. If you do exclamation point enter, you can buy a ticket. You can buy up to 10 tickets to enter the giveaway. It's for a keychain. If you do exclamation point giveaway, it'll show you the current giveaway and what the keychain looks like. It will require your physical address, so you need to be cool with giving that to me, so then I can send it to you. I pay for shipping, you just get a free thing. So, yeah.
Do it, guys. Do it.
It's really cute. I'm biased, but it's definitely cute.
I already have one of Katie's keychains, and I love it.
Which one do you have? The tail one?
No, you're winking with your wings out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
been
like-
dangling on my keys the whole time
Aw!
since I got it.
I had one on my bag and it broke, but I have more. But like, I didn't want to pay myself for another one. It was my fault that it broke.
I have to pay myself to get merch of
Yeah.
myself.
I mean, I did pay for it, so like, I figured I should put the money back in, you know? I could technically
So
take
if
it
you,
for free,
so if you
but
just take it, do you forever have an IOU to yourself sitting in the background?
in my head, yes. Except on my pins. I didn't pay myself for the pin that I took. 'Cause, yeah.
Well, Katie, you gotta pay Katie so Katie doesn't come after you later.
For real, she'll like come into my dreams and be like, "You owe me money." That's not what I said. Oh, dude. I like him.
Now they're trying to trick him into a game to join the student council.
They are desperate. I talked about the giveaway and lots of laughing and joking. It talks about an anime food truck with lots of innuendo names for things. It'd be great. Oop. Okay. No. Yeah, hold on. Let me go. Can someone go back up and chat and find that message? I can't because I can't click out. But Flame shared something, and I said he should make it an anime food truck. Thank you, Baron. I appreciate it.
No problem.
This game is great. Yichun, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? I've known you 2 days. No, I don't trust you. And that we would pull something so disadvantageous that makes me sad. Yes, I totally believe you would do that. Like, sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't know you, okay? Like, get over it. It's hard to tell where Tristan's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. Oof, I'm sorry, Corky. Are you feeling okay, by the way? I don't know if you heard me earlier talking to you. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. That's just blackmail! It's not my fault your feelings got hurt.
They've tried bargaining, guilting, now they're blackmail. They're just doing everything.
How about a game of paper football instead of Rich Man Poor Man? What is Rich Man Poor Man anyways?
Good question.
Yeah, it's a game they play in America. Oh, yeah. I know. Okay, so this is paper football then. I was really bad at this game, but my friends and I would try to play it sometimes.
Rich Man, Poor Man. Ancient Japanese card game for 3 or more players, played with a standard 52 card deck.
Okay.
The objective of the game is to be the first person to get rid of all your cards by playing progressively stronger cards than the previous player.
Ah.
At each round, the previous round's winner will be, I guess it's called the Rich Man, will get a bunch of advantages in the next round, and the one who got rid of all their cards last is the Poor Man.
Ah. What, war, where, huh? And it's also played by elementary and middle school children. Wahaha, that means the game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How did you know? Because you're trying to trick me into joining the student council, which I don't want to do. Oh, it's similar to the card game War. I didn't know there was a card game called War.
But
I know, like,
guess if you're the Rich Man, you're able to, like, give people more cards or something.
Oh, whoa. I know the card game War.
Yeah.
What is it? Okay, fine. I don't remember what it is.
You split the deck up evenly between all players, then you place a card down randomly, same as everyone else. Whoever has the highest card wins, and they get all those cards.
Oh, dang.
And it keeps going and going and going until eventually someone has the entire deck, because they're playing just the highest cards possible. That's war. It's just a game to get all the cards. That's war.
Hoarders, but of cards. I've never been on one before, and I even know anybody who was a member, so it interested me. I also kind of like them, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Don't do it! Don't fall for their trap! How about Risk?
I'm always down for a game of Risk.
I don't think I know this game. Hey!
We are now being raided.
Prince, thank you so much for the raid! Can we get a shout out?
Welcome, Raiders!
Indeed, welcome in. Thank you, Quirky.
Bunker down. We
Oh,
are now
Blossom
being
Blossom!
raided.
I know that one too. Thank you for the raid. I guess we should take a second and introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Katie Buck. I'm a butterfly neko fairy. And I am joined by Baron Bananas. Baron, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Baron. I'm a flesh tuber. I'm here to support Katie because she's absolutely awesome.
Aw, thanks. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Baron shared it on Twitter, and it's a game that I knew about for a while, but I haven't played, so I asked him if he'd come on and play with me, because he's played it. And there's been a lot of joking, and it's been great. But yeah, can I get a shout out for Baron too, Quirky? When you can shout out? Also, if you're gonna do the exclamation point shout out, you need to get rid of the @ or it'll break the link. So just so you know for the future. I don't have the code in there to get rid of that because I didn't know it was a thing at the time. And I keep forgetting to update it. Anyways.
Forgetting to update commands? Man, that sounds familiar.
Right? It happens to all of us. We can just put, okay, yeah, I read that. We'll see you after school, the student council room. Oh, they're so, cause they wanna trick you. Don't go, it's a trap.
But if you know it's a trap, sometimes the best things you can do is spring that trap because you know it's coming.
That is true. For those just running, we're doing a giveaway right now, so you can do exclamation point enter to win. I'm giving away a keychain. I was gonna do a random giveaway. I have this random thing that I won. It's from Chainsaw Man, and I don't watch that anime. I forgot I was gonna do that. Oh well. No, come back! Oh, she's coming back. Okay. I want to be nosy. That is definitely a school hallway, through and through.
Good old Brown University.
Where is Brown University, anyways?
Let's see. Providence, Rhode Island.
Ah! Wow, that's like on the other side of the states from me. In fact,
Pretty sure I share a time zone with them at least.
I know. It makes me feel a little like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. One of us. One of us. Thank you, Blossom. What's wrong, Keach? Oh no, I'm gonna get roped into joining the student council. I already know it.
What do you mean? We're just going to play a friendly game of Risk.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
Right? Like, we're not doing anything else. Nah, not us. Getting to the student council room is simple as turning 2 corners from where we started.
What?
Oh,
That's
just
it? This makes you guys being on top of me seem a little silly.
That's not true, Hee-chan. Hee-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capacity to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Oh, do you think he's gonna run away?
Absolutely.
Life is threatened? Wow. Her expression unchanging. Nisha signs something abruptly to Shitsune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hand behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Oh boy. Stop it. I know you heard me. You have no excuse. Shitsune opens the door to the student council room. It's very... so there may be only 2 people on the student council right now? It's a big table in the center of the room, surrounded by chairs and small desks prominently placed in the back that I assume Shizune. There's a few regular desks. Okay.
I've actually gotta go now, Katie. Something
Oh,
just kinda
yeah!
came up.
No, you're good. It's 4 anyways, and that's like when we scheduled to be done anyways, so you are all good. I will save here,
Perfect.
and that way we can just pick up with them blackmailing us to go to the student council. One of us.
Alright. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I'll
thanks
be
for hanging
looking in the
out.
chat.
Yeah, I will see you in a bit. Oh, I'll see you later anyways.
Later.
Bye, thanks for hanging out again.